In the quaint village of Willowbrook, something peculiar was happening at night. As the moonlight bathed the cobbled streets, the townspeople would wake up to find their shoes scattered around town, as if they had a life of their own. No one knew who or what was causing this mysterious occurrence, and the village was abuzz with speculations and theories. The townspeople gathered in the village square one sunny morning to discuss the peculiar events that had been happening for the past week. Mayor Higgins, a portly man with a bushy white mustache, stood on a makeshift stage, addressing the concerned crowd. "Ladies and gentlemen of Willowbrook, we are facing an enigmatic phenomenon indeed," he began, adjusting his spectacles. "I have consulted with the best minds in the village, but none of us can fathom the reason behind these dancing shoes." A young girl named Lily raised her hand and asked, "Could it be magic, Mayor Higgins?" The mayor chuckled. "Magic, my dear, is just the stuff of fairy tales." But unbeknownst to the villagers, a curious detective named Sherlock Paws had recently arrived in Willowbrook. He was not your typical detective, as he was a clever, monocle-wearing cat with a penchant for solving mysteries. Sherlock Paws had overheard the commotion and decided to investigate the case of the dancing shoes. Sherlock Paws prowled the streets at night, keeping a watchful eye on the dark alleys. One night, as the clock struck 12, he spotted a faint shimmer of light near the shoemaker's shop. Intrigued, he silently followed the glow until he came across a group of mischievous mice scurrying around the shoes. The mice were wearing tiny, glittering hats and were giggling as they playfully danced with the shoes. Sherlock Paws hid behind a barrel, observing the enchanting scene. As the night wore on, the mice gathered around a small, weathered book with ancient markings. The book seemed to radiate with magical energy. Sherlock Paws realized that the mice had stumbled upon a forgotten spell book, and their innocent curiosity had unwittingly unleashed its magic upon the village. With his detective instincts kicking in, Sherlock Paws devised a plan to solve the mystery once and for all. He approached the mice, who were startled to see him. "Fear not, little friends," Sherlock Paws said reassuringly. "I am not here to harm you, but to understand the magic you've discovered." The mice hesitated, but after a brief exchange, they realized that Sherlock Paws meant no harm. They explained that they had found the spell book while exploring the old, abandoned mansion on the outskirts of the village. Determined to undo the magical mishap, Sherlock Paws enlisted the help of Lily and her friends. Together, they studied the spell book and found a counterspell to halt the dancing shoes. As the sun set on the eve of the village's annual summer festival, the villagers gathered once more in the square. This time, they were in for a delightful surprise. As the clock struck midnight, instead of dancing shoes, they witnessed an enchanting spectacle of dancing mice, wearing tiny, glittering shoes. The spell had been reversed, and the mice were now the stars of the festival. The villagers cheered and clapped, thanking Sherlock Paws and the mice for bringing joy back to their lives. From that day on, the mice and the villagers of Willowbrook lived together in harmony. The mysterious dancing shoes became a cherished memory, and every summer they celebrated the night when the village came alive with magic and laughter. And so, the tale of the mystery of the dancing shoes became a beloved legend in Willowbrook, reminding everyone that sometimes magic could be found in the most unexpected places. This is TPTG Stories. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed.